Patana subdivision. Michael?
I just had the comments from last time, the necessary variances from the zoning board of appeals.
Rich?
Project encompasses subdivision of a 15.85 acre lot into two lots. Lot 1 is 12.4 acres and Lot 2 is proposed 3.4 acres. As a follow-up to a request at the last meeting by you, Mr. Chairman, and the Planning Board, I met with the applicant, Mr. Besharat, and Rich Judashine. I was asked to report back to the Planning Board regarding the suitability of the site for a building. While the site is a challenge, it has steep slopes and rock ledge, I think that it is a suitable site, as there are other houses in the immediate vicinity. The access road to the site is steep, however, the applicant has indicated that it would meet town criteria of a less than 15% slope. That being written, the project will still need to obtain the Putnam County Department of Health approvals for septic and water. Some comments from last time that the applicant, my comments were the same as last time, with the exception that the applicant has written back and has addressed most of them and knows that what referrals are needed and what is needed for the preliminary plan approval.
That 15% covers driveways and everything else when he says it's within
It would be
reason?
for the driveways, yes.
Okay.
But they would meet it, there's only 1 or 2 spots that have it, but we talked about it all around site, and they were planning on leveling that area to meet the 15% slope, or be less than the 15% slope.
Pat?
I have no further issues on this. We're waiting for Rich, but I will say that if you look in that area, there are probably half a dozen homes with long driveways, steep driveways, situated very similarly to the home that's configured on this property. So it is consistent with that neighborhood.
Okay.
All the septic systems will have to be 15% or less.
We have that with the health department, the testing has been done.
You said they will be 15%?
They will have to be 15% or less.
They are less than that.
So that's it. I just want to make sure you understand that it's not just a driveway, also the septic has to meet that criteria.
And the health department has no problem with that?
It has no problem, we already did the deep wells and the percolation test and everything is fine. But we cannot go further until we are the preliminary, then we can go further with them, with our approval.
Zoning board first.
Zoning board, of course, we need to get back to you for the preliminary approval process, and then we go to the health department for the paperwork and the approval from them. But they have no objection to the location that we chose for the septic system, and we've done the deeps and the perks, and everything was fine.
Okay. Any questions around the board?
When you drive all the way up that, hill and there's a circle at the top of the hill,
Yeah,
and you go straight through that driveway that's in front of the circle,
yes.
and then the proposal's on the left of that when you're going down that?
Yeah, you really don't drive it through that driveway. You go in maybe like 10, 15 feet, and then you can see there's already cut in the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to cut it a little bit further and make it like a sloping and gently
So
sloping.
we're going right when you're going in.
Yeah, right from the gate, from in there. There's no site distance obstructions or anything like that.
So it's really on, there's a house all the way down that overlooks the
It's
lake?
based, no, it actually goes up a little bit with beautiful views. It goes to
Right.
a nice plateau
Yep.
where the house is going, and there's another plateau where the septic system is going.
He's talking about the existing house.
Oh, the existing house?
Yeah.
Oh, the existing house, yeah, keep going down.
So it's
It's-
before you get to that existing house
Uh-huh.
on the right-hand side?
Yes, yes.
Way before. It's
Way before.
Why don't you point to where the driveway's going to be?
Right here.
That's a circle right there.
When you come into the
Where,
driveway.
I'm sorry,
direct left,
where's the,
20
oh, there's a circle.
On your right.
Yeah, okay.
This is circle, 10, 15 feet, and then you go right.
Ah,
Right at the beginning.
okay,
Okay?
thank you.
Has the fire department looked at this? As far as making that kind of turn to get in there? It's a little hard to tell from, if it's gonna be that sharp of a turn. I mean, I think that would have to go for their
Right,
review.
it's gonna be a referral to the,
The fire, but that's
They have to
the
refer to it,
preliminary
they have to
approval,
get
we
their
have to address all that.
comments
It's not as sharp as you think it is. You're basically coming off the road up the view.
Yeah, and this area is fairly all flat and all lining here. It's not really, there's no obstacle, it's like very, very flat.
and it's like right inside here. and then you go around. It's basically a house, right?
Will that septic system have to be, have fill provided?
No.
No?
Surprisingly, we
down-
did
it's
down
down
7
deep
feet,
enough?
yes, yes.
Okay. Well, you got anything else you want to tell us?
No? I think we covered everything on this, and we're just hoping that we could be referred to go to the zoning board.
I don't see anything objection to you. Anybody got an objection to going to the ZBA? You got a map?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
You have a very nice evening and enjoy the
Yeah.
weekend.
Thanks for coming back.
Thank you.
Still, Stillwater?
Thank you.
I think it's Yankee Development.
I'm sorry. I looked at the wrong thing. Where did she put that on here?
Yankee Development, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, I get that. It's not on here. Oh, yes, it is. Yankee Development? Rich, Michael?
This is on for an extension of their preliminary approval. I have no objections to the extension.
Rich?
Engineering Department does not have an objection to granting the 180-day extension to the preliminary approval. Same comments as last time, and they could be provided to the applicant if he wants them, but what needs to be done to complete, to move forward.
Pat?
And no objections to the request, Mr. Chairman, and this is a 6-month request.
Anybody around the board? Anything you want to say?
I just wanted to come say hello. Once every 6 months, I gotta come in.
What
now.
extension is this first?
Preliminary, this is
It never expires. I mean, they can keep,
they've had multiple extensions.
Yes.
How many times you've asked? 3, maybe?
I think,
Yeah, probably more than that, maybe
Every
5 or
6
6 or something like that.
every 6
But there's no
months.
limitation on preliminary approval
Yeah.
extensions.
Is there a fee now and a user fee?
There is.
So there's a user fee now, and the town's code has a user fee, and if you do preliminary extensions, there is a fee associated with it. I don't know how much.
$500 every 6 months.
I guess we would just ask, what's the reason for the extension?
Well, we're still doing DEP, which we're almost done with, and honestly, the economy hasn't been great till now, and I didn't want to really develop it until, if we start developing, I want to be able to sell either the land or build and sell houses. And that's an honest answer, anyway.
Any other further question? Can we get the motion, grant for the 6 months extension on preliminary? That's correct, isn't it?
Yep,
180 days.
days, to be precise.
I'll offer a motion for an extension of preliminary subdivision approval, 180 days.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks.
Thank you. It's nice to see everybody.
Good.
Take care.
The minutes? Yeah, the minutes.
Yeah, we have them. I'll make a motion to accept the minutes of January 11th, 2017.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
One other thing, we got to figure out something here. No sooner this thing goes off. What we can do now, Pat, what's on the